Welcome to Unity Inspired Living. Our community began in 1989 as a small worldwide Unity book study group, and we've continued the momentum as an ever-evolving spiritual community. Each Sunday, you will find dynamic thought leaders delivering inspiring messages and talented musicians sharing sound healing through their melody. Here, we embrace ancient spiritual traditions, universal truths, and emerging wisdom. Let's check out this Sunday message. We're so grateful you've joined us. Hello, beloved souls. Welcome into the Sacred Sunday morning. My name is Amy Van Ling, and I am joyfully the spiritual director of this divine community, Unity Inspired Living, where we welcome you. We welcome everyone into our space to explore your life path, your spiritual path, your personal development journey. We embrace all of it. We embrace ancient spiritual traditions as well as emerging wisdom, settling into our heart space to feel the truth, true essential self, as Pat reminded me this morning when we were talking, the truth of our beingness. And we come here to tune into that and remind ourselves, remind each other of our light. Hi, Peggy. Welcome in. When you arrive here, oops, sorry about that. When you arrive here, leave us a comment in the feed. We love to know that you're here. Carol says she's on her phone this morning from the beautiful mountains of Loman, Idaho. Yay! Yeah, it's kind of fun to know if you're on your phone or your iPad or where you're seeing us. That is fun to know. So thank you for sharing that. Welcome in, beloved souls. Our theme this month for the month of December has been floating in faith, trusting the unseen currents. I like that, thinking of the ocean of divine wisdom to guide us, even when we cannot see those currents, even if we can't see the way forward, much like this quiet anticipation of this Advent. We've been talking about the Sundays in Advent, so now we're in the final Sunday of Advent, and it's inviting us to prepare for the birth of the new light within. And you know, this coincides with our winter solstice, which now we are coming into the light, aligning with that what we marked yesterday as that long day, that long night gives way to this returning sun, returning light, symbolizing that eternal truth of that light emerges from darkness. So this is a sacred merging, and we recognize that faith is really, I like to think of it as like a bridge between the mystery of the moment we're in and the promise, the radiant, thinking of the light, the radiant promise of Spirit's ever unfolding divine plan, divinity for us. So yeah, this has been a beautiful month exploring faith and now the season of the light, and I love it. I think we all feel that that anticipation, that excitement of this time of year. Carol says, floating in faith and trusting the unseen currents. Yes. Hi, Dennis. Dennis says, howdy. Welcome in, beloved souls. We're so grateful to be joining here together. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome, welcome, precious beings. I am so enthusiastic this morning to welcome into our holy morning, our dearly loved, talented, and divine soul and precious friend, Faith Rivera. She is bringing us her heartwarming message today, the gift of Ohana Aloha, which we love. We feel that as soon as Faith zooms in here with us, like you just feel that aloha coming in. Faith is also sharing our musical inspiration today. So she's wearing the two hats. So we're thankful to bask in double the joy with speaker and musician. And in addition to all of that, she is bringing us an after service concert. And so please plan to move into our Zoom room after the service, and you're going to experience the holiday healing music experience. And we welcome everybody to come into that space this morning to join us to just be in this holiday vibration, this high vibration of cheer and love and joy. So thank you so much, Faith, for being with us. You're a gift to our community, and we're so thankful for you. And we also have on the screen our precious soul, Pat McCauley. She is bringing us our selected inspirational reading, some community announcements, and our abundance blessing this morning. So thank you, divine souls on the screen, for being with us today. And those of you tuning into the screen for participating with us this morning. We're so glad that you're here. We're so glad that you found us. If you're new to our community, we want you to know how truly grateful we are that you are here and you found your way here. It is a divine appointment, we call it, and we want you to know that you're loved and valued. Everybody tuning in here, and please feel free to reach out to us and join in anything we have going on. We love to welcome you in, and you can find out everything that's going on here at unityinspiredliving.org. That is our website. So if you've been here for years, decades, minutes, we love you, we welcome you, we value you, we're grateful you're here. And let's see who's tuning in here. Hi, Christine is here. Jennifer is here. She says, so happy to be here celebrating coming into the light. Yes, and to celebrate our dear beloved Amy's birthday. Thank you. It is my birthday today. My mother, it was her first day of maternity leave. She didn't even get maternity leave. I came early. And
Happy
born in a
birthday!
blizzard. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday! Oh my gosh, you didn't tell me this. Okay.
Yeah, born
We
in a
love
blizzard
you.
in New York. Jan says, good morning, everyone. So happy to see everyone here this morning. Welcome, Faith. Yes, how fortunate we are to have you with us. Yes, this glorious Sunday. Agree, agree, agree. Jennifer says, I'm on my phone away from home. Welcome, Faith and Pat. Yes, I love that. I asked earlier, if you're just tuning in now, how are you watching us? Are you on your phone? Are you on an iPad? Are you sitting in front of a computer? How are you seeing us? Bonnie is here. She says, good morning, friends, Bonnie and Robin. Thank you both for being here. Hi, Marianne. Luinda's here. She says, good morning, Faith, Amy, Pat, and everyone. Marianne's here. She says, good morning, happy birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you. So we are going to tune in and tune within to our mission statement. So I invite you, bright beloved beings, to allow yourself to drop into your heart space and create this conscious sacred moment and feel into our mission statement and know that you are participating in this co-creation. So thank you. We're grateful. We are here fostering love and wisdom, inspiring transformation, offering compassionate outreach, and embracing unity. And we are so grateful to be on this journey together. Another year, we're getting ready. Woo! Do the years just go faster and faster? That's just me. I feel like they do. But I'm so grateful that we are journeying together year after year. Thank you, beloved community. We are going to open with our community song. So I'm going to hand the screen over to Faith now, and she is going to bring us into this vibration of opening our throat chakra and our heart space. And we are so grateful for you, Faith. Thank you.
Thank you. Aloha and good morning, everyone. I'm tuning in from Diamond Head, near Diamond Head here on Oahu. And I'm going to invite all of you to open your hearts. And you know what? You know what? You can just do this. Lift your hands to the screen. You know we can't do the opening song until we do this. And send all our love, all our gratitude to Amy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amy. Happy birthday to you. Where would we be without this
Thank you,
beautiful,
beloved.
amazing lady? So with that, hey, it was in the same key. So this is good. So truly, Amy, I know you may not know the impact you make, but I know I'm in Hawaii. Have we ever even met each other in person? I don't know, but you are in my heart, and as I know you are for everyone else. So with that, we're gonna get the Christmas vibes going. This is a song I wrote with some kids out in Long Beach years ago. Your part is simply this: it's Christmas time. Time to let love shine. And don't worry, say like, I don't know the notes. It doesn't matter. You can just say it, okay? That's it. That's your whole part. You're just going to go, it's Christmas time. Time to let love shine. You're going to do it again. It's Christmas time. Time to let love shine. You guys got it? Here we go. It's Christmas time. We can care for each other. Time to let love shine. We're bringing joy to one another. It's Christmas time. Time to let love shine. It's Christmas time. See the good in each other. Time to let love shine. Keep the faith in one another. It's Christmas time. Oh, oh, time to let love shine. You're singing so good. Let's do it again. It's Christmas time. Lend a hand to your sister. Time to let love shine. Standing up for your brother. It's Christmas time. Oh, oh, time to let love shine. Christmas can be every day of the week. Just open your heart, keep believing that magic is real and the power of love. It's a gift that never stops giving. It's Christmas time. See the good in each other. Time to let love shine. Keep the faith in one another. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. That's right, one more time. It's Christmas time. Time to let love shine. Time to let love shine. Make it yours and mine. Make it yours and mine. Time to let love shine. Time to let love shine. Make it yours and mine. Make it yours and mine. Time to let love shine. Time to let love shine. Yay.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes, time to let love shine. That goes right along with our season of light. Beautiful. Thank you, Faith. We love you. Okay, I'm going to hand the screen over to Pat. She has a lot for us. Announcements, information, and our inspirational reading. Thank you, dear one. We love and appreciate you.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Faith. What a fun opening. Let's shine. Woo! Good morning, everyone. Here are a few very important announcements. Be sure to join Faith Rivera after the service on our Zoom site beginning at 11:30 for our very special holiday healing experience. Zoom link is on the homepage www.unityinspiredliving.org and will be posted in the chat. All are welcome. You do not want to miss this very special hour with Faith. What a treat for us to have her with us. Let's celebrate together. We had an amazing holiday gathering yesterday at Kelly's home in Brentwood. Such a wonderful time with all joining in the Christmas caroling led by John Shin. That was so much fun. And chanting, sharing what floating in faith means to each of us. Delicious food, more time for spiritual books and vintage jewelry shopping for our final fundraiser of 2024 and joyful connection. A glorious beginning of Christmas week. Thank you, Kelly, for sharing your Christmas home with all of us. We are so very grateful. Please bring more socks. We are continuing our socks box through the month of January so that we can collect 200 pairs of socks and will also continue to accept winter clothing and supplies during the first month of 2025 to be delivered at the end of January. And we are so grateful to all the donors who have contributed to the Mitchell Van Ling Memorial Fund for the entire year. December 28th will be the last day for contributions. So please take time to add your final contribution to the fund, which will be concluded at the end of this month. And all those who have so generously offered their homes to us as we gather every third Saturday of the month for dialogue about our theme of the month and enjoy a community potluck. And all who have generously donated to our annual yard sale, our monthly Loaves and Fishes campaigns, and our quarterly contributions to Generation Wise, the Interfaith Peace Project, Meals on Wheels, Diablo Region, Food Bank of Contra Costa and Solano counties, and Share Community in 2024. As we bring 2024 to a close, we invite you to consider making a special end-of-the-year donation to your spiritual community. You can easily contribute via Zelle, PayPal, or send a check. Visit www.unityinspiredliving.org for the links and the USPS mailing address. We are so blessed to have your loving support and want you to know that we are completely funded by your donations. Let's celebrate our overflowing abundance as we send love and gratitude to all. May your hearts overflow with peace and love at this joyous time. And now for our inspirational reading. Our theme for December is floating in faith. And here's something I wrote entitled, Master Time, and You Will Float. You possibly heard that time is not real. It's true, we made it up. According to archaeological evidence, the Babylonians and Egyptians began to measure time at least 5,000 years ago, introducing calendars to organize the community, schedule the shipment of goods, and regulate cycles of planting and harvesting. We can let time control our feelings and be anxious. We can feel rushed. Is there ever enough time? We wonder, has time passed us by? We can ponder how much time we have left. We often live only in the past and the future, missing present time. It's not to negate this infinite time, because we are in physicality and live in years and minutes. But there is much more to the story. There's a more freeing type of time, which the scientists call quantum time, the Greeks kairos time, but it has been known in the universe since time began as infinite time. When we talk about floating in faith, we're talking about living in infinite time, where we feel a sense of freedom and can float and flow no matter what happens to us. We can row our boats gently down the stream, not vigorously up. When we live in infinite time, we are mastering time. So what does that look like? Here are 5 ways. Number 1, we practice non-attachment and non-resistance. We release wanting to be in control and wanting to be right. There's no I, me, and mine from possessions, from stories, from accomplishments, from failures. Number 2, we take times of quiet. Number 3, we are curious. Number 4, we focus on being. And number 5, we love everything. When we are living in infinite time, we are mastering time and can truly float in faith. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Pat. I love that. And I bet other people are going to want that list and reread that. So maybe we can make that available. Thank you so much. So much there for us to chew on. We appreciate you very much.
Hard to put it all in 2 minutes or less.
I know. You do very well. We do well with that. Thank you so much, beloved. Okay, I'm gonna hand the screen over to Faith. Faith, are you there? We're gonna go for our next song this morning and take it away, beloved.
Well, I think it's so on point that this song I'm about to share with you, it's one of my few Christmas songs I wrote with Sue Riley called More Than a Season. The first line is, look at the time. And so it's a song I definitely wrote for myself, and hopefully this will continue the inspiration, that you shared, Pat, so lovingly in that reading. So yeah, everyone just take a breath. Let's just be here. Look at the time. In the wink of an eye, it's Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Places to be, family to see, and all the things I rush around to buy. Slow down and find the wonder of a child, 'cause it's more than a season of giving gifts to those we love. It's about a looking deeper for the peace we all dream of, like a baby in a manger with new eyes to see the world. Love is born in an instant. Isn't that what it's all for? Maybe this year I'll show that I care by giving that most precious gift of time. Where can I start? Can I open my heart to be with those that mean the world to me? Slow down and see all that Christmas can be, 'cause it's more than a season of giving gifts to those we love. It's about a looking deeper for the peace we all dream of, like a baby in a manger with new eyes to see the world. Love is born in an instant. Isn't that what it's all for? This Christmas, let's light a candle, hang grandma's star on a tree, bake gingerbread angels, be grateful for this life we lead. Let's take the time now to simply breathe, remembering what Christmas means. It's more than a season of giving gifts to those we love. It's about looking deeper for the peace we all dream of. Like a baby in a manger, with new eyes to see the world. Love is born in an instant. Isn't that what it's all for? 'Cause it's more than a season of giving gifts to those we love. It's about looking deeper for the peace we all dream of. Like a baby in a manger, with new eyes to see the world. Love is born in an instant. Isn't that what it's all for? Isn't that what love is for? It's Christmas. Ooh.
Wow. What a beautiful song. Oh my goodness. Such love and appreciation and gratitude coming through the live stream for the music. Pat, for your reading. Somebody wants a copy. So thank you. What a beautiful space this morning. Thank you both. Where are we? We are going into our blessing of abundance. I just went away with this. It was so beautifully touching. Thank you. So Pat, I'm going to hand the screen over to you for our prosperity blessing this morning. Thank you, beloved.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've got to take a moment here because that song really touched me deeply. And it's the thing we want every day, you know, the Christmas spirit every day. So, whew. So let's take a couple of deep breaths together. Okay. I invite you now to join with me as we move into a space of oneness with Spirit. We quiet our minds and open to the great realization of an abundant universe. We connect with an inner stillness that is grounded in the divine flow of giving and receiving. We practice gratitude for all that life gives us and accept there is more coming our way. We align and operate from our divine nature to give freely from a compassionate heart to ourselves and others, assured we are never void. We set our intention to engage in right action that attracts opportunities to prosper. We are each a very grateful spirit expanding in this human life. We are gratefully succeeding in stepping forward into greater good. And so it is.
Thank you so much, beloved Pat. We're so grateful for you. Thank you for your grace, your presence, your beauty in activating our space this morning. We're thankful for you and appreciate you very much. Blessings, lots of love coming in through the live stream too for the reading and your presence. We're grateful for you. Thank you. Okay, everybody, we are so excited to have Faith Rivera here with us. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Faith, those of you who are just getting to know Faith. From the sunny shores of Hawaii, Grammy-nominated, Emmy Award-winning singer, songwriter, speaker, and podcast Faith Rivera opens hearts and transforms lives around the globe through the power of music, as you just experienced. Fans say her inspiring songs are like having your best friend who knows your biggest dreams and your hardest struggles sing the perfect message right to you. Whether it's a healing ballad, an affirmation dance song, or a feel-good chant for kids, Faith's warm, soulful style moves listeners and elevates the energy in the room. This is true. We know this. You can hear her voice and songs on TV and film, from NCIS Hawaii to The Voice and more. She's been featured at the Hollywood Bowl, to the House of Blues, to stages in Tokyo, to Rome, where audiences of all ages are engaged and energized through upbeat messages, music, and dance. We did have a dance party once. Remember that fun thing we did on Zoom? We made that work. It was really great. This island girl is a multiple Posy Award winner and Grace Note Award recipient for her contribution to the New Thought music. She is featured in multiple documentary films like As a Man Thinketh with Michael Beckwith, Joe Vitale, and More Empowering Teachers. She is amazing, and you can find more about her on faithrivera.com and find her music and all the good stuff she's got going on. I am going to pray us in to our space and then hand the screen over to Faith for our message this morning, which is going to be a good one. Just tuning in, allowing our hearts to open, tuning into the gratitude. We're so grateful and thankful to answer this call today to join together in this sacred space to step more firmly into faith. Here we are reaching deeper into our hearts and into our minds. We celebrate the divinity that we are and express deep gratitude, knowing that we are one in the spirit family, holy and whole. We know that by walking in the direction of love and peace and joy, the doors will swing wide for us. Indeed, we are so blessed by the presence and essence of Faith Rivera this morning. We open our hearts to her message, her music, the inspiration that is flowing in through and as her for us today. It's our gift, and we say yes, we say thank you. I release this word in love, for love, and as love, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Stay. It's all yours, Faith. Take us away, beautiful one. Thank
You,
you.
Amy. Thank you so much. As always, it's my joy. I'm honored to be with you. And if you can't tell, as I told Amy, I'm bringing some Christmas sniffles. My family got whatever that was. But I was just thinking, here's the gift in, these seeming obstacles, right? Especially as a singer. I show up here and I'm like, how am I going to do my job? But what it does is, or for me, is when you can't go anywhere else, you just surrender and you begin to float, what you're saying, your theme. There's unseen currents that carry you and I, and I've come to trust it. And magic happens, like what happened here, what happened. I was sharing that yesterday at an amazing private concert. And so anyway, I love your theme. That's what I've been doing and practicing, is how do you float on those unseen currents. So for those that may not know, I was in Long Beach, LA for over 20 something years, pursuing my dream and my career, not pursuing, really living, this. And I moved back home 7 years ago to raise my kids with grandma and aunties and uncles. And it's really in these recent years that I've come to honor and cherish even deeper the islands. And now what I'm learning, the spiritual teachings of the Hawaiian culture. Hawaii is said to be the heart chakra of the planet. And so I know that there is a love and aloha spirit here that is really meant for the world. That's what a kahuna, there's a shaman from here, told me, that, there's this something healing, something about the love and aloha here. So I know I'm here on purpose. So thank you again for letting me share a little bit of what I am learning about these Hawaiian spiritual teachings and perspectives. So I'm going to start our time with a chant, which simply says, let there be love, Let there be power. Let there be harmony. Let there be healing. And I'll do it once, and then I'll invite you, to repeat after me if you feel so called. But let's just like feel our feet on the floor. Just feel our full presence here on this earth. And that full presence means that part of you that is spiritual and mystical and metaphysical, parts we don't know, that unseen current. I love that. I'm going to keep using that. There's this unseen, what Hawaiians call mana, power, that's in you. Okay, so we're going to breathe. E aloha mai. Let there be love. E mana mai. Let there be power. E pono mai. Let there be harmony. E hola no. Let there be healing. E aloha mai. E aloha mai. E mana mai. E mana mai. E pono mai. E pono mai. E hola no. E hola no. Ma ua noa. So be it. Ma ua noa. Let it be. Ma ua noa. It is done. So this simple act of setting an intention, right? This chant, setting this intention of love and harmony and healing, it begins to set a tone into the field. And if that's all we did in the morning, or before we stepped into whatever, a meeting, something that needed our presence, you can also do this chant, but you don't have to. You can do your own way of just say like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to center in what matters most. And I just feel like it leads us on this path to more ease and grace. And again, that word unseen, I don't even know what I'm tapping into. I know how I want it to feel, but you kind of it's kind of fun in a sense where you can trust Spirit's gonna like show it up in the most delightful way. But our job is to set the intention, set the funnel of how you would want to receive it. So, so we start there with intention. My message today is what did I call gifts of Ohana Aloha? I was like, I knew it's Ohana and Aloha, but for the season, gifts of Ohana Aloha. So Ohana comes from the word oha, which means a young shoot of taro, and the na simply makes it plural. So it's, shoots of taro. And so it's many young shoots emerging from the one. Now, aloha, right? And you can say that because it feels so good. Aloha. Feel that? It helps when I have a little echo. Alo is presence. Ha is breath. So presence and breath. Auntie Pilahi said that aloha is the meeting and greeting of one spirit with another. It's the sharing of life's energy. It made me think, how interesting is it to think of all our interactions, whether it's, on social media or you're in a crowded parking lot trying to get that one last spot, when you're shopping, or responding to what you hear on the news or someone's opinion. It's sharing your life's energy. And we're either sharing our aloha or not, in those moments. And what energy are we sharing, especially in sometimes more of those heated or stressful moments. And obviously, I don't bring that up for guilt. It's not guilt. It's for awareness, mindfulness. How can you show up even more, in your love, in the presence, in the goodness that you are? So my message is not just about helping us to have more aloha, having more presence, and that be present to your breath, but it's what my intention is. I want to help us get to that next level where we can really be a part of the solution to the divisiveness that we see out in our world, so that we can all lean together. I love to dance. So I'm like, I just imagined all of us, the whole world leaning, in a dance move, leaning our momentum towards harmony, The Hawaiians call it laulima. That's collaboration and cooperation. So a practice that I've found, and when Amy comes back, this is no rush, we're going to do this connecting with the energies. It's a beautiful and powerful practice that I've seen done by, a number of different Hawaiian kahuna spiritual teachers here to connect with, again, those unseen currents. Oh, I'm going to just keep using, it's like I wrote this for your theme. And so it's a practice where we acknowledge, we honor, we connect with the aloha, the love, the insight from all of the beings, all the energies of light that are available to us. And you can see that right now on your screen. And I'm going to be going through each one. There's Aina for the land, Ohana, which is family, Aumakua. Oh my God, look, my eyes are so small, but it usually means your spirit guides. Amy, what does it say? Whatever it says on there. It's so small. Anyway, Aumakua is our spirit guides. Kupuna are our elders and our mentors. Alakai are the chiefs or our leaders. And Akua is God. Oh, yes. Oh, I said ancestor. Yeah. Amakua really holds a lot. So we'll be going through all of these energies and really connecting, acknowledging, and honoring them in a mindful way. Okay. Thank you, Amy. That's good. Okay. So let's start with the Aina. And you know what? You can say that. Aina. Aina. And that's the land, nature. I want you to take a moment, a mindful moment, to tune into the sacred ground that you are on. The warmth of your home, or the warmth of the space you're in, the beauty, the generosity, right, of the land and nature to support us day in and day out. I don't think, they don't get extra Christmas bonuses or whatever. They just keep showing up and supporting us. And I just want you to breathe in from the heart of Mother Earth. Just imagine and feel that. And let it come all the way up through your crown chakra, meeting with Father Sky, right? As you exhale through every single pore, connecting with this idea, with the Aina. So M.J. Hardin wrote that a primal sacred family connection ties Hawaiians to the universe, to nature, and to the land and sea. Nature is where it all begins for the Hawaiians. In fact, we call ourselves Keiki o Ka'aina, that means children of the land. The Aina is a heart matter for the Hawaiians, much more than just soil or sand. People and nature are siblings born to the same parents at the start of time. So with that kind of consciousness, I'm going to share a song. I've done this for you probably a number of times, Child of This Universe. But I want you to listen to the lyrics. And if you're like me, if movement helps you to embody the message more, you can follow me. I can't full on dance because I'm sitting here, but I just really want you to use this dance and song as a prayer to connect with the Aina, the land, the sky, the sea, the sun. And Amy, feel free to please let me know if you can't hear the music, and we'll start again, okay? But here we go. Child of this universe, connecting with the Aina. Oh, except for that's not the song. So hold 1 second. That's for later. Thank you, guys. Here we go. How's that volume? Okay. So we breathe. I am a child of this universe. The ocean dances at my feet. The wind plays a melody through my hair. I am loved at every turn. I am kissed by Mother Earth. I am a child of this universe. The sun warms me in its embrace. The stars have aligned for me in the sky. I am honored by all life. I am held by Father Time. Every blade of grass, every shaking leaf on a tree, every mountain top sings of the glory of God moving through me. Oh, I am a child. Here we go. I am a child of this universe. Through my breath, all of life can breathe. I plant the seeds with my every dream. I can love at every turn. Give a kiss to Mother Earth, yes. Yes, I am a child of this universe. I greet the God in each face. I am the channel for peace to flow. Oh, I honor all of life. Yes, I'm one with Father Time. To every blade of grass, to every shaking leaf on a tree, to every mountain top, I sing of the glory of God moving through all, moving as me, moving as you, and you, moving, moving as all, moving as all. So that's our dance with the cosmos. So we connect first with the energy of the land. Now we turn our attention to our alakai, and that simply means our leaders. Everything from Amy, our spiritual leader, maybe there's a leader at your work, leaders of our government. And I know, going through this time, sometimes that's not such an easy thing to embrace and love, but I'm going to invite you in this moment to connect to the energy of the alakai, our leaders, with such love. Just a moment of love for those leaders that said, yes, I'll do this. I'll stand and, do what it takes. And let's just honor them. With the next breath, I invite you to connect with the energy of your Ohana. And you can say that Ohana. It could be our blood relatives, or it could be your Hanai family, your adopted family, your family of choice. Maybe it's our furry pets. Maybe it's the spiritual family like you have right here. But I want you to take a moment to feel into the energy of your Ohana, those loved ones. And actually put your hand on your heart. Many indigenous cultures do this, right? They put their hand on their heart. I just want you to allow a smile to come over you as you think of that. Think of the Ohana, your Ohana. With the next breath, I want you to acknowledge our Aumakua, your ancestors, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, those that have passed. You may know them, you may not, but you know what? Today I want you to begin to make this conscious connection with this nurturing, loving presence, that undercurrent that is always here, always there for you. Breathing in and feeling the power of your Aumakua. And then last but not least, we turn our attention to our Akua, the God of our understanding, our higher power, this creative source. Aloha Keakua, God of love, Mother, Father, God, consciousness. We take a breath and tune into and align with the creation, with this creative force that really encompasses all the energies, right? Hawaiians have a saying, Nana ike kumu, we look to the source. We look to that higher power that really does encompass the Aina, the land, the Ohana, the family, the ancestors, Amoku. It's all of it. To help us find that clarity and see really what matters most to us during this special time of the year. Yeah. So can you imagine what would it be like to practice this each day, to draw upon the love, the positive energy, the supportive forces available to you, and just letting it fill you up before you take that first step out into the world. So I offer this practice to you of calling in, not calling in, because they're here. We're not calling anything. We're acknowledging and honoring the energies. You know, to just, what Amy talked about, to really set us in that high vibration, because that's where we're from. That's natural to us. So I'm going to just do a time check because I am in timelessness right now. And so I'm just going to do a time check. Amy, where am I in the time? Okay, but do I have okay, because I have a whole other section. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. She's like, go, girl. All right. So that is the first practice. The second one that I'm going to share, I just have to say that it really comes, well, from this, that in the recent years, you know, I've been just really curious about this idea. Can I free others from the job of keeping me happy? Do I need others to agree? Do I need them to behave in certain ways? Do I need them to say certain things or not say other things in order for me to be happy? And so with this search of me, you know, really, really wanting to live this, I've leaned into this ancient Hawaiian practice, and I'm sure many of you have heard of it, ho'oponopono. That's a fun word to say. You could just say it for fun. Ho'oponopono. And it means to make things right, to bring things into balance. And I believe it's a practice that has helped me and maybe can help you begin to claim responsibility for our own happiness, for our own experience. And I put here to make me less triggerable. I don't know what you think, but with this year, with the election, I was like, we are like all these buttons of trigger buttons, you know, we're all these red buttons. And I'll speak for myself. I notice that in me. So I want to share with you about Dr. Hugh Len. Okay, he's a psychologist that really learned this ho'oponopono from Morna Simeona. And it caught the attention of an author, a teacher you probably know, Joe Vitale. And so Joe Vitale actually wrote a book called Zero Limits. And Amy, do you study any of this? Ho'opono? You did? Okay. And so you'll see many write-ups of Dr. Hugh Len, his miraculous story. And it's so miraculous, actually, that there's a lot of skeptics out there. So what I'm going to share with you is actually Dr. Hugh Len's response to the skeptics. And so, these are going to, at least as far as I know, this is his telling of what happened. Okay. So he was a staff psychologist at the Hawaii State Hospital for about 3 years in the 80s in a high security unit with male criminals. When he first started, all the seclusion rooms, I think the solitary rooms, were occupied with violent patients every day. And there were several patients in the restraints. And it was, obviously to prevent violence against other patients and staff. The staff sick leave was extremely high, as was the turnover rate. And the ward and the station, the patients and staff were really in what he called this low energy state, this depressed state. Now, by the time he left, seclusion rooms were no longer in use. Wrist and ankle restraints were no longer in use. Violent acts were extremely rare, and it was mostly with the new incoming patients. The patients now were taking more responsibility for their own care. More family were visiting them. And the turnaround for patients from admission to leaving the hospital was greatly reduced from, what was it? Was reduced to months instead of years. The staff sick leave was no longer a chronic problem, and the environment like physically improved. They began to, paint and maintain it because people cared. The quality of life in general for both the patients and staff shifted from custodial to one of family, Ohana, right? People caring for one another. So Dr. Hewland goes on to say, I did not do any therapy or counseling with patients on the unit. I did not attend any staff conferences on patients. I took 100% responsibility for myself to clean the stuff in me that caused me problems as a staff psychologist. Ho'oponopono process of repentance, forgiveness, and transmutation for whatever was going on in me that I experienced consciously and unconsciously as problems before, during, and after leaving the unit each time. He says, I am a creation of the I Am, perfect as is with everyone and everything. What is imperfect is the crap, that's what he said. What is imperfect is the crap, the memories that react to replay as judgment, resentment, anger, irritation. So that these are my words now. So Ho'oponopono, from what I have gathered, is about taking that 100% responsibility for your experience of a situation. And instead of trying to be responsible for either the actual problem or for how another person is showing up, it was simply about being responsible for what was going on with me. And so you've probably heard this, that it's the practice is based around these powerful phrases. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And it's said over and over again as a mantra. Dr. Joe Vitale, really helped me because, I've heard this before. I'm sure you have. I'm like, I just wanted more clarity. Like, why? What are we doing it really for? Is it, especially those of you that may have grown up Catholic like me, I'm like, am I bad? Am I trying to ask for forgiveness because I'm bad? But Dr. Joe Vitale says it simply like this: we're cleaning our own vision. And the mantra is not said to the problem, not to yourself, but it's said to the whiteboard, to the universal presence. It's about erasing the imperfect thoughts. And what I've gathered, there's no judgment there. It's just, I'm sorry, can you guys hear my kids? Okay, like they're out in the living room. Okay, this is what's fun about live streaming. Okay. And an added piece is we're not doing the cleaning to get something. Because if we are, we're still in the world of ego. Now, how easy is that to do? Not. I mean, I do the practice when I'm deep in it. I'm like, I love you, when you're trying to overcome something. But instead, again, you're cleaning, trying to constantly erase those imperfect thoughts around the situation, around the person, so inspiration can come. We're basically cleaning to create space. So I'm going to invite you again, which I'm hoping we're still good on time, after I take a sip of water. We're going to have an experience with it, okay? I'm going to sing. I wrote a Ho'oponopono chant, and I moved the phrases a little bit, but let that go in case you're very you need it to be in an order. We're just going to float. Remember, our theme this year is float. It's really about the intention. And I'm going to invite you maybe to bring something that makes you feel uncomfortable. I want you to invite up whatever that might be. And I just want you to apply love to it. It might be something about you. It might be something about a family member. Maybe it's your judgment, many of us have had this, about, our state of the world. But I'm going to invite you to bring love and to create space. Does that sound good? I know I don't see you, but now you can put thumbs up and all that. All right. Oh, sorry, my keyboard is off. All right. Can you hear that? Okay. We're just going to breathe. You can close your eyes. And as you feel inspired too, you know what? You can bring your hand to your heart at certain moments. But this time is yours. We are going to clear some space, everyone. And breathe. I love you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I am grateful. I love you. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I am grateful. I love you. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I am grateful. I love you. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I am grateful. I love you. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I am grateful. I love you. I thank you. And I'll let you say it yourself. I love you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I am grateful. I love you. I thank you. I love you. So through, this practice, make it your own. Make it your own. I really feel like I can replace those triggers, that I have, instead with an openness, with this space where seeming miracles can happen, where we let that unseen current really of magic and miracles and all, the universe wants our highest good. It's a place where we can be happy no matter the season and get to that 0 point. That was the title of their book together, was the 0 point, this balance point, where love is. Love is. So I think I'm going to leave you with that. I know I'm always worried about the time. I don't know. Am I still good? Okay, I'm good. Okay. So I hope you have found these two practices, right? The connecting with the energies and Ho'opono just as a place to start to shift those spaces that are uncomfortable and get to that, I guess, that white universal board, to that space where our judgments are not a thing anymore, where we can choose that happiness. And so I invite you to expand your idea of Ohana as the Hawaiians and many of the indigenous cultures have, that allows for life beyond even just like your friends and your family, beyond human beings, includes the rocks and trees. And it's not just our planet, it's a cosmic consciousness. And I don't know if you've heard on the news, right? All these stories now are coming out of the drones. And I think we're, some big reveal is happening, but those of you that maybe are already in tune, we know there's more life. There's more life beyond. We cannot contain God, Spirit, and Source. But I just want you to know that you have a unique piece to play in expressing that Ohana love in the way that only you can. And that is a beautiful thing. So let's close with a short chant, if that's okay, written by my friend Carl Anthony. Again, taking this feeling of the Ohana. And I think, Amy, did you say you do have the lyrics to put in the chat or somewhere? Oh, beautiful. Okay. And again, we're going to connect with all those energies. We're going to take 100% responsibility for this now moment. And man, just really, I want you to channel that super love, that super aloha that's in you as we sing this chant. That simply goes like this. I so have the Ho'oponopono chant on me. It takes me a second to remember this song. Okay, got it. I got it. Here we go. One people living on one planet, joining as one family. We all are one people living on one planet, joining as one family. We all are one people living on one planet, joining as one Ohana. We all are one. 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 One Ohana. Thank you so much.
So beautiful, Faith. Thank you so much. Thank you. There were so many. I got up to get a pen to start writing. Oh, what a beautiful message. I love something you said earlier. You said the high vibration, and you said that's where we're from. You talked about, being in activating the high vibrations. That's where we're from. It's not even like we have to find it. It's where we're from. We know it. I loved that. Expand this idea beyond just like your close family, right? Your blood family to way out into the cosmic connections, cosmic consciousness. I love that you brought that up. Very important because it's a very different, you talked in the beginning about intention. It's a very different intention that you bring when you are viewing family from this expansive idea versus, more myopic. So We like to do that around here, expand. And let me check in. I know there was a lot of love coming in through the feed today. Jennifer says, thank you so much, Faith, for sharing your beautiful spirit and moving music with all of us. So very grateful. Pat says, Carl, I believe. Oh, yeah, I think there might have been a typo there. Is there a Y on it? I put the lyrics in the chat. Carl, Anthony. Thank you, Pat. Jan says, thank you so much, Faith. These two practices are so powerful, and your reminder is in perfect timing. Sending immense gratitude. See you in the Zoom workshop. Concert. Woo! Cosmic consciousness. Yes, Carol says. Yay. Let me scroll back up. Melinda says, no better time than now to exude love in the universe. I need to remember to let go of anger and negative thoughts. We are really all one. Thank you for this reminder, Faith. Yeah, sometimes really that is all we need is just that little reminder, just because we live in this human form and sometimes we forget. Sometimes we experience life. Life happens.
Yeah.
And
I wanted to say one point, because you were talking about expanding that love outward in the last
mm,
comment. I want to give the added piece, which is a mind shift. It was for me is, yes, it's one thing to open ourselves up to, give that love and embrace all of it. But another piece to these practices and the way they see the world is, and I forget is, what about the expansiveness of love coming to us? And that's what that
mm,
practice of the connecting with energies did for me. Sometimes when you think you're walking through something, you're all alone. It's like, oh my God, if we could be like, wait, what? I have my Ohana, my ancestors. I have you. I mean, you know what I mean? All of it. God, I have
mhm,
the Aina is for me. I mean,
yes.
it's super. We're super, super, super
Yeah, I mean it's just such a
together.
great point because sometimes
Yeah,
we can get into this sort of tunnel vision
yeah.
and yeah, when we think about how much support we have, you
Behind
talked
us,
about, not just calling in ancestors and angels and everything
100%.
that we have in a different realm to support us. It's
Yeah,
really just acknowledging and like you said, honoring it there. It's there. It's all
yeah,
there
yeah,
in support of us.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, and
Wow, this
it's
was powerful.
and I probably shared with you in the past, but I had such stage fright, and I don't have time to tell you the whole story, but when I when I finally crossed over from that fear of being on
Mm,
stage, it took
hmm
me inviting up all of them, onto a stage, and
Yeah.
then I was like, oh, now I get it. Is that I
Yeah.
had to fix my imperfect thought that I was alone
Mm,
doing that. So
mm.
anyway,
Yes. Sometimes we think we're shouldering all of it, right? And it's just not the case.
so now I delegate. I'm like, oh, that's not mine. I'm like,
That's
hey, can I count?
awesome.
Can you
It
guys do
really
it?
helps us to float in faith. Then we can, like, you start off talking about surrender when it's just like, okay, I've got this cold. I don't know how this is all going to
Yeah,
work out.
yeah,
Just surrendering, right? We float in faith, knowing that it's just all unfolding as it is for our highest
yeah,
good. It's
yeah.
really the weight is off.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you all. Carol says expansiveness to love, of love coming to us. Yes, that's big, right? That is a shift.
For
A
sure.
shift. Oh, precious souls, thank you for being with us this morning and tuning in, tuning within. If you feel nourished, inspired, loved up by this community, please consider visiting our Ways to Give page on our website, unityinspiredliving.org. We thank you for expanding your hearts and sharing your energy of generosity with us. If you want more about faith, it's faithrivera.com. We are going to close with our prayer of divine awakening, and then we're going to move into the Zoom room, and I'm going to drop that link here in the chat. I'm also going to put it in our community connection Facebook group, just so there's a couple of places to get it. And you can always get that link on our homepage, unityinspiredliving.org. You'll see a picture of Faith, and then you'll see the link into the Zoom room for this healing experience. Um, holiday healing music experience, which is coming up here shortly. So you have about 10 minutes to nourish yourselves and hydrate and come back to the Zoom room. Let me share my screen right now and put up our prayer of divine awakening. so we can claim this, declare this for our lives. The prayer of divine awakening. It's a new day, a beautiful day, a new beginning. I embrace this day with new eyes, an open heart, and expansive mind. I choose my vibrational frequency deliberately and consciously, harmonizing with life's events. I am receptive to source energy, divine guidance and wisdom available to me at all times. I commit to serve unconditional love, fully and completely. I move forward in a state of appreciation and extension of the one magnificent power and presence. I am sovereign, whole, and free, claiming dominion over my life as I go in peace and awaken to my divinity. And so it is, precious beings. As we move forward into this week, Christmas Day, may you birth the Christ light within, illuminating your path with divine love and peace and the radiant joy of the spirit of Christmas. So beautiful blessings, beloveds. Shine on, bright ones. We will see you in the Zoom concert. Well, it's a workshop link, but it's where the concert's being held. So we'll see you there in just a few minutes. I'm dropping it here. It's on our homepage, and I'm putting in our connection group. Mwah. Blessings, beloveds. Oh, are we here? I thought it ended. Put it over here. Shine on, bright ones.